Hello, friends, and welcome to another Powered Cube draft. If you're new here, my name's Cody Lee. I upload a brand new draft video every single day, and we're starting off with a really strong one today. If that's something that interests you, the robots love it when you interact, like, comment, subscribe, do that up. But we're going to be starting with a Time Walk, and we're looking at an interesting pack here. I haven't seen the Archon of Cruelty, but I've seen a lot of the Revive type stuff, or, Revive, wow. Um, Necropotency, reanimate, stuff like that. I haven't seen direct reanimate actually, but we'll keep an eye out. Honestly, outside of these two cards, this pack is kind of weak in my opinion. I mean, Polluted Delta is very strong, Celestial Colonnade is very strong, but yeah, we're going to be taking Time Walk. We're going to follow that up. I do like Subtlety a lot. There is Booster Tutor, which is interesting, and then there's that Entomb to go with the Archon that we passed. I do think Monastery Mentor might be good, especially if we're looking to be in the Time Walk deck. 4 mana 3/3 flash flying. When this creature enters, choose up to one target creature spell or planeswalker spell. Puts it on top or bottom. Like, that's just very strong. I do think we're going to take it. Stay in blue. Cut blue pretty hard. Follow that up with a Remand. Always like playing Remand. Just a solid, do something card. Gives us a... Ooh, does that have a 2004 Wizards actually on there? That's kind of sick. A little bit more sick than this weird devil detective wearing a hat in a weird cement basement here. There's a troll. Troll would be interesting, especially if we wanted to look at being in the reanimate deck, but yeah, nothing really beats Remand here. Here, I'm seeing a recurring nightmare, which is interesting. There's also a Felia, which if we wanted to be in this style of deck, playing it with a Felia... I mean, honestly, Solitude, flash lifelink when it enters, exile up to one other target creature. That creature's controller gains life equal to its power. So, like, they gain some life, but it's good removal. I think we will take the Felia, though. Felia is just one of those very strong, like, bounce effect. Ooh, and then there's a Grizzlebrand. There's a Coalition Relic, a Stock Up, and a Fresh Start. The Fresh Start is a solid removal for all of these things. And Talisman of Progress actually does a lot for us here. But Grizzlebrand, oh, I do just want to take the Grizzlebrand. We're going to take the Talisman of Progress with what we got here. Following that up with probably Pross. I mean, Sundering Titan is interesting. Honestly, Damnation is probably one of the better cards that we could take here. If we wanted to be blue-black, but let's be blue-white, and we'll take the Gideon, Ally of Zendikar. Hallowed Fountain, consider. There is a Mightstone and Weakstone. When it enters, draw 2 cards. Target creature gets -5/-5. Let's take the Mightstone and Weakstone, actually. Ephemerate is interesting to me. There's also an Adeline, and Adeline is one of those that I would like. With Felia, Ephemerate makes me a little bit more interested. Adeline also makes me more interested in doing something positive, but let's take the Ephemerate. No, let's take the Adeline. Adeline's just very strong. Here, Celestial Colonnade comes back. There is a Dion Bahamut's Dominant. 4 mana 3/3 when it enters, create a 2/2, and then you can flip it. Flipping it is good, but I think Celestial Colonnade is going to be a little bit stronger for us. Monastery Mentor coming back around, like seeing that. And we're looking at an alright deck here, honestly. I'd like to see another couple counter spells because that's going to be our main engagement. Or interaction, I should say. I say engagement. We do have a little bit of a high curve. Ice Spirit is going to be solid removal for us. It's worth noting right now we're not looking at casting Subtlety for its alternate cost. But I'll take it. And how are you folks doing with your new Powered Arena Cube? Are you guys enjoying it? Have you guys had a chance to go out and draft? I've not done the full Cheon's white-blue draft yet, but starting with a Time Walk, Remand, puts us in a good spot. Intrepid Adversary. Stock up or fresh start here? Do we want the... I do think we probably want the removal, but the stock up will get us deeper. Let's get the removal. Consider. Maybe we'll play Consider. Boom. Ooh. Some very strong cards here. Like Minsk and Boo is one that I would like to play. But I do think we're probably looking at Grim Monolith. Yeah, we're going to take that Grim Monolith. Yeah, we're going to take the Grim Monolith. I'm looking at this and I'm just trying to think. And forgive me as I get into work. I don't like being distracted, and I honestly, it's not my greatest thing. But Grim Monolith we're going to take. Ultima as a wipe, I do like almost. Talisman of Conviction, possibly. I do like Ultima, destroy all artifacts and creatures. We're not... I mean, we might have some artifacts, so I don't know if I necessarily want to play that. Sam the Stout-Hearted. Let's pick up Samwise the Stout-Hearted. There is a Comet and a Cosmogrand. And a Strip Mine. Honestly, Strip Mine and Cosmogrand are both good. I think Cosmogrand might come back around. I think picking up the... Honestly, Comet and Lightning Helix both being in here are crazy. I think we'll probably take... Yeah, let's take the Tishanas. No, let's take the Cathar Commando. No, let's take the Cosmogrand. Because Cosmogrand's going to be the strongest card for us. Ocelot Pride is what we're going to follow that up with. Wrath of God is interesting. No more lies, actually. Enderil would be good. Wrath of God. Ooh, I hope Ocelot Pride comes back around. Time Warp is one of those that I definitely want. Preordained Path to Exile are both good, but Time Warp's very strong. Yara and Aki, Stern Scolding. There's a Thraben. So, in Web is the... You may cast a spell for blank and return a tapped creature. Look at opponent's hand, choose a card type other than creature, and then make it cost more. Yeah, I think we're going to be looking at Raven Inspector. Fiery Islet, Inspiring Vantage, Plateau probably. We're not going to be playing Brainstorm, so let's just take the card that lets us splash. Flood Farm Verge. It's in our colors. Here, Unexpectedly Absent is a good removal spell, so we can at least play it. Jetmir, no. Figure of Destiny, we're not going to play, but we'll take it to the sideboard. We are looking at a good curve here, at least. We have quite a few creatures. Right now, like, Grim Monolith isn't actually doing a ton for us. That's our one thing. Wings of Abandon, we'll put in the sideboard for right now. Wrath of God, we will play. And yeah, we'll take the other red-white. We're probably not going to play the Yara in another red-white land. Dang. A Force of Will and a Wan Chitong and a Soul Ring. Okay, so we're going to take the Soul Ring. Easy peasy. We're going to hope that Wan Chitong comes back around. That's not going to happen. Thieving Skydiver, Chrome Host, Seed Shark, both would be nice to have come back around. Even Marsh Flats possibly, but we're going to take the Soul Ring and be happy with it. Tolarian Academy or Giver of Runes. There is a Narset Parter of Veils, which is interesting, as well as a Mana Leak, and I think I want to take the Mana Leak, honestly. Tolarian Academy would be good, but we're not looking at a ton of artifacts. Stoneforge Mystic is interesting. Scion. The Scion of Urza is interesting to me. Mainly because reveal the top two cards, an opponent chooses one, put in your hand, and then you get a bunch of tokens and stuff like that. I just like Planeswalkers, man. 3 mana, 2/1. When it enters, destroy up to one target artifact or enchantment, and you can both draw a card. I think I'm going to take the Stoneforge and look for an equipment. Ooh. So there's a Jason Mind Sculptor and a Teferi Hero of Dominaria. I think I'm going to take the Teferi, honestly. Right on schedule. Parallax Wave is one of those strong ones, but there's also a counter spell here. Steel Seraph at the beginning of your turn, target creature. Like, that's a good one. Lorien Revealed is also very good, but I want that counter spell really bad. We're looking 3 cuts. Mightstone, Meekstone out of here. Honestly, not very much of a Wrath of God type deck. Grim Monolith probably out. Ranger, Captain of Eos. When this creature enters, you may search your library for a creature card with mana value 1 or less, reveal it. I only have Thraben right now, so it's not crazy. Shadow Spear. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and lifelink, which is nice. We at least need 1 equipment, so let's take it. Quantum Riddler is definitely one that I would like to have. Memory Lapse as well, but we're going to take the Quantum Riddler. Ajite, love that for us. I would like the Teferi Time Raveler, Esper Sentinel, and Elite Spellbinder, but give me that. Get rid of the Shadow Spear. Give me that Wan Chitong. Look up the Talisman of Progress. Oof. Very Mastermind with Flash, I think, is going to be really good. Lauren. Spellbomb to the sideboard. Intrepid Adversary, I think, is probably gone. Thraben Inspector is probably gone. Honestly, Felia is going to be able to bounce Quantum Riddler, and that's kind of it. So I'll take it. I think we're probably dropping Lauren to the 3rd path. Three mana, 3/3. At the beginning of your turn, target creature control range. Like, that seems pretty interesting to me. Sheldock Isle will play. And Miscalc will play. What in the world? So we're definitely looking at making a couple of cuts. Unexpectedly Absent can be one of them. I do think the Miscalc is probably out of here. And then let's cut the Steel Seraph. And we're looking at 17 lands. Great looking deck. And let's jump into it. I've not played blue-white in this draft, but I'm 100% down to jump in. Boom, boom, boom. And we've got all the cards. We don't have any cheap, easy removal, so maybe we do want to bring in the Wrath of God. I should have played the Flood Farm Verge. Let's make him remove it. Uh-oh. What 2 cards? Time Walk? Uh-oh. Oh. Did they not cast Time Walk? Lose life. Oh, okay, they did cast it again. When Atali enters, Wheel of Fortune, okay. This might not be good for them. Alright, so we're going to play Plains into Soul Ring. We are then going to tap tap. Play Bloom. We're gonna create 2 1/1s. End turn. I've got some blockers and I've got a counter spell, so there's that. Flash. I think we do counterspell the Flash. Now what do they got here? Choose which creature to keep. We're gonna keep the Monastery Mentor, and they got rid of all their lands. Great, great. Concede. Fine. And a 1, we're gonna play. All right, so we're gonna start with, like, I'm not gonna play a tap land because I'm 100% gonna consider. We're jumping in here. Yeah, and we're gonna hold up 2 counter spells the next 2 turns and then be able to follow up with a Gideon. I'm here for that. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Ooh, okay. I probably want Sphinx under there. Ooh. I thought they might not have a land for a second. I was gonna be excited. Yeah, I just have no reason to do anything. This is where control comes in. Resolve. Pass to end my turn. What you gonna do on the end? What you gonna do with all that junk up in your trunk? I'm gonna get you drunk up off my trunk. Here's my soul ring. You got something to say about that? Hell yeah. Lion's Eye Diamond. Okay. There's my Gideon. What you got to do about that? Your remand does not work.
I march into battle as your champion of justice. My strength will
I do also have a counter spell for what they're about to play down here. So I just need to hold it for the big thing, so to speak. Dak Faden. I do think we're going to counterspell the Dak Faden. My thing is he's going to Underworld Breach right now. And if he Underworld Breaches... Okay. The Force of Will resolves. I'm taking his Lion's Eye Diamond 100% of the time. Take that Lion's Eye Diamond. Okay. Lots going on here. Here, we are going to turn Gideon into a 5/5 and get in there.
Let me turn the tide of battle.
I think if this is... Yeah, I don't really want to play against the Underworld Breach people. I mean, it's enjoyable enough, I suppose, but not my favorite deck to play against. And we're going to keep this. This hand looks awesome. I think that's Shiro, too. Isn't that the Kibler's dog? Anytime I see a white dog that's fluffy, I always assume it's the Kibler's dog. Samwise the Stout-Hearted. Ooh. We've got a great little setup here. Being able to play out a threat end of turn is always super nice. First lightning, sure. Retrofitter Foundry. Come on, Wan Chi Tong. Gonna remove it. I'm just gonna play tap out control. I've got this into Teferi, and if they're gonna retrofit her Foundry, sure. Create colorless servos, man. Like, I'm not gonna worry about your colorless servos.
I can do this.
Alright, so we're gonna play another Plains. And we're gonna play a Teferi Hero Dominaria. We're not gonna play no games.
I know my responsibility.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of your retrofitter Foundry. You can create a little servo token, sure.
Let's take it back. Make evil scared again.
Get in for 2. Ooh, the stock up is good.
Hurry.
Becoming a 5/5.
I am blessed by the gods.
Chooses one target creature spell or planeswalker spell. So neither, that's not a creature spell or a planeswalker spell. It's a token. Untap up to... Yeah, we're not going to untap your lands, friend. Yeah, we're just going to remand that back to your hand, friend. Good game. At least we got our 1 win there. I'll take it. I will say I was immediately distracted. For those of you who don't know, this is a good time to get into it. I work in marketing, which means I work online, I work from home, and I am constantly available. I manage a team of people who help small businesses with their marketing. So, like, I run Google campaigns for local massage parlors and lawn care companies. I do a lot of marketing for companies like that. And so, what happens is I end up being expected to be around in the mornings. Go figure. My team needs to ask me questions and things, so. Subtlety's nice. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Sure. I don't like that, but... We could have time walked, but time walk for an extra land drop and an extra card is just like the weakest form of time walk. You do want a time walk. Don't ever waste your time walk if you don't end up using it. A resource is only as valuable as when you use it. So if you're just hoarding a resource and you don't get to use it, I think of Settlers of Catan. When you're playing Settlers and someone is hoarding all of the stone, but they never get to use the stone to make any of their cities, because that's not the route that they're going, but they're still hoarding stone, it's really difficult for me to be like, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's hoard stone. And we are just going to play the Adeline here. They might try to kill it. If they try to kill it, that's fair. Pretty sweet sleeves. Discarding a brainstorm. Barrow yeah, so Barrow is going to be one of those. Not my favorite thing right there, but I am going to Felia and then remand whatever he happens to have. Boom. Boom. And you can play an Elegy Acolyte or a Barrow or whatever. Yeah. I'm gonna submit 0 there. I could have hit his Barrow if I realized. 2 charge counters. Nice. End turn. It's gonna turn into a 4/4. I don't got anything there, which is sad. next turn I will be able to time walk. I'm like holding on to this. Oh, that's annoying. You're down to 1. You ain't got nothing. If you ain't got a flyer to get rid of that. Ooh, Psychic Frog's a good one, actually. They're gonna block, which they are, and then they're gonna discard all their cards. If they don't discard enough and they just go for the block, I don't get to return it because it dies before I can get the mana. I forgot about that. And that's going to draw cards. That's actually annoying. Okay, we got to end turn here. We got to hope that we can play a Samwise and then time walk. Ugh, that's annoying. Okay. That feels bad, guys. Well, hey, thanks for joining me on this one. I mean, hey, sometimes that happens. Blue-white Cheons was not the deck to be going for, apparently. I think we got a little bit unlucky in that last one, I'll be real. I think it was a little bit distracted, which happens sometimes, but it's not always the greatest when we do get distracted. We don't get a bunch of wins for it. So, thanks for joining me. I do really appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys in tomorrow's video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you then.